stupid!
Damn, we just snapped at you to get your attention.
Hello, everyone! Hi, and welcome to the Superhero News Network, SNN. We're here to give you the info that you need right now.
I can't believe you actually got the acronym correct. I don't think we've ever done that before.
No one's ever said
We always say
SNN?
SSN. I don't
What
know
is
why.
wrong with you people?
What is
like,
SSN?
Wouldn't you say SH?
I don't know what it
Wouldn't you say
stands
SHNN or something like
We
that?
would, wouldn't we? We would.
Superheroes,
I know,
one
but
word,
that's the
bro.
problem. I'm thinking if they're going to make
But
up
yeah,
and
where's
add
the
an
second
extra
S
S,
coming from?
yeah, if
Exactly.
they're adding an extra S, they might as well go ahead and put the H at least
We
somewhere.
don't know. We don't know.
God. Hey, guys. Welcome. Welcome. Hello.
Do the
Hi.
intro better. I didn't like it. Do
Yeah?
it again.
Okay, all right,
Take
ready?
two.
Ready?
Take
One,
two.
Take two.
Go.
Okay. Hey everybody, welcome here to that hashtag show. This is the one and only Superhero News Network. That's right, SNN. I am Daniel Jerome, and to my right is the one, the only, the man, the myth, the legend continued. Go ahead.
I am the legend.
No, you have to say your name.
I'm Joe. They already know.
They already know. He's
They're
a
already
legend.
on. They know who I am.
He's a legend.
They came in to watch me. Just
That's
kidding.
true.
How you guys
Every
doing?
week they wake with bated breath.
I'm not even
You're
here
on
every
the
week.
show.
I'm barely here at all.
That's what I'm saying. They come to
This
see
is
if
a
you're there.
special-
If you're not, and they go.
Special guest appearance. And Tatiana. Woo!
Yes, it is I.
How
I
are
didn't
you?
get
This
introduce
isn't your
myself.
first time back.
This
You've
is
been back for a
sexism.
couple. What?
No, he said he
He
didn't let
introduced
you.
me.
Well, because the thing is, that's how prolific you are. We
That's
can't allow you to
exactly.
just say your
I
name.
can't
You
even
say your
it.
name,
I can't
people are
even
gonna
say
freak
it.
out.
But yes, I was here last week. I'm finally back after being gone for like 2 weeks.
Where were you? Texas?
I was in Texas.
Dallas?
I
Houston?
wasn't-
Austin?
I could give you the exact address, but I will not. Yes,
Montgomery.
I was in North Central Texas.
North Central,
Yes.
there's such a thing.
There is such a thing.
Is that where you,
Hibernate?
Yes.
That is where
Is
I
this where your
hibernate.
family is from?
That is where my family is from.
Great! Guess what we're talking about today?
All the spoilers?
Superhero freaking movies.
Wow.
That's right.
Specifically, like Marvel superhero movies,
Oh,
and
well,
like 3
there's-
minutes, 3 minutes of a DC film.
Well, we are talking about 3 minutes of a DC film.
It's what happens.
It's what's coming out. What's coming
So
out? is-
regimented here at
Yeah.
hashtag show. Like, we have to have this, like, thing, this, like, little
Set
ticker to
up,
keep
yeah.
us on track.
You know what I don't
And
like,
then we what?
Oh, not even about that. Something completely
Oh,
different.
and don't
You're so
worry,
regimented, I
Blackwing.
won't
We're
go
not going to spoil Reign of Superman. We just have some.
What is there to spoil? It's a story that's been around for about 30 years.
Well, you could spoil the specifics of the quality of the film, which we're not going to do.
I didn't want to spoil
was
Titanic
really
for
good.
anybody either.
You
It
know
was
what?
really good.
So every
For
time
all of
I
you
watch
that have watched
Titanic,
Passion of the
I
Christ
hope-
out there,
Wait, just stop.
Spoiler
whoa,
alert.
Whoa.
Jesus doesn't make it all the way.
How passionate is Christ,
What?
though? How passionate is Christ?
Oh my
That's
God.
The question.
He doesn't
Well, I'm
make
done.
it to the
I'm
sequel.
done. What?
Um,
Oh man, this is not gonna be good.
But we are
It's not
let's
gonna
start
be
it
good.
off. Let's start it off right with the Lego Audi spoiler. But before we do that, for you guys to chime in, we have the super chat feature. You already know what that does. It helps support the show, but it also keeps your comments right there so we can read them prominently. Now I could pull what you guys do and say, I can't read these comments because they're so far away from me.
They were far away when we said that.
Who said
But
that?
right, Kelly.
I'm Ginger Tail. Kelly was on the other side of me.
But
I'm
that's right.
I'm not
Yeah,
going to
just
say
say
that.
that.
I can see your
True.
comments, and I'm going to read the super chat ones. But
that's a good one.
I also want to talk about our TeePublic store, because coming up very soon is the convention season. What conventions are you going to this year? And what conventions are you going to in style this year, wearing your own hashtag show shirt, representing with Pokemon Go / Power Rangers, or any of these cool Power Ranger shirts, or the Legend of Zelda shirt that's down there? Daniel has his own shirt out. I think Jezer at some point is supposed to make a
Oh,
shirt.
he's going to, and he better.
Elle
soon.
has a shirt.
You
yeah,
better
like,
have one soon,
T-Fury is
Jessica.
like got nothing on TeePublic's hashtag show shirts.
Exactly. We got them beat.
I'm just saying. Just saying.
So check those out. And we are... I'll just take a picture of them and post it in THS Hashtaggers, which is the Facebook group you guys should all join. Actually, I think all of you guys are already in there. So anybody that is new to this show, freaking join it. THS.
Yeah, and also tell your friends about it. And if
Hashtaggers.
your friends aren't part of it yet, take
Make
their phone
them
and go
join
ahead
it.
and log
Exactly.
in for them. And boom.
Exactly.
That's
Leave
it.
a comment for them.
That's it. Subscribe to YouTube while you're at it, and just whatever.
That's right. That's right. Also, just to let you guys know, January 27th, Pasadena Comic Con. Come and join us live. You're going to be out there, right?
Oh, apparently.
Pasadena
are.
Comic Con. We have 2 panels.
Ooh.
One panel is going to be the Power Ranger panel, which
Okay.
a lot of you guys are going to be there for. And the other panel is going to be meeting a lot of us on how to break into geek media.
Oh, that's fun.
We're going to give you a little tips and tricks on how to get your own geek media circuit going. Or if not, how to at least get your foot in the door, so you're not paying for these expensive conventions anymore.
Oh, there you go. To at least go to conventions
It's
for
pretty
free.
much a life hack on the geek world. So come and join us for that TED Talk.
Man.
That TED Talk.
But before all that news, before we get into the news, is there anything that's hitting you guys harder in the feels in the superhero world?
Hitting
Flash
me
is
hard.
back.
Flash is back. Yes. Do you watch even? I
Yeah,
feel like
I've seen. I'm
I've
caught up
retreated
on
from
everything
Flash.
except
Yeah.
Black Lightning. By far, the best DC show is Legends of Tomorrow.
Yes. But Legends, it's because
remember.
Legends of Tomorrow just doesn't take itself seriously.
Well, that's
Like
the thing.
you don't
I
have to
remember
really.
where Joe would talk so much.
Well, that's because season 1 was
about it.
garbage.
Yes,
Season 1
because-
of Legends was
yes,
garbage.
because the whole Vandal Savage
Now it's
thing.
just so
and it
much
was
fun.
stupid.
Exactly.
Now
It's
they
just
realized
fun.
what they were, and they were like, "Yeah, we
Yeah.
cannot try to do
But
what the other shows."
I
are."
am interested in where the Flash is going.
Really?
Both with
going to
Where's
the
it
future,
going?
right?
I have no
well,
idea.
yes, we're definitely going to the future, but also with Nora teaming up with Eobard Thawne, right? Because that's Barry Nars's daughter.
Yeah.
It's like friends of the Eobard Thawne because she didn't know the whole story about their rivalry, right? And he was like on death row. He was literally like about to die, and then she like broke him out at the very last second.
But her parents, at no time while she was growing up, didn't say,
Well,
"Hey."
her dad was dead, and so her mom was pulling like the female version of a Barry, right? You know how he didn't shower or cut his hair for 20 years after Iris died? So she was like, we're never talking about Barry. I'm not giving you any information. Not going to let you have your powers. You're just going to sit here and stay alive.
And then weeds get ripe.
Which is exactly why Nora went to Eobard Thawne to learn about her dad.
So wait, let me
mom smells. I
ask
need
you
somebody
a
to talk
question.
to.
If Daniel was a character in the CW universe, who would he be? Black Lightning? He probably would be Black Lightning.
No, he would not.
actually.
He would be Henderson.
Who the fuck's Henderson?
Exactly.
I was gonna ask that.
He's the Black
that's
Lightning's
one. You said
Biffle.
one.
He's like the human Cap who is Black Lightning's Biffle. Who like Black
Biffle?
Lightning goes to, best friend for life, and is like, oh hey, can you do this for me?
Hold on, let me check Urban Dictionary so I can talk to you. What the fuck are you saying right now?
Best friend
I'm sorry
for
that
life.
she's caught up
Biffle.
on like you know
A biffle? What the fuck is a biffle?
current kid stuff. I don't know. So
A lot of people are saying you'd be
Henderson?
Okay,
Cisco.
Cisco. Yes, if you're in the
I'd be
Flash, you'd be
Cisco?
Cisco. Yes, yes.
That's that's crazy.
That is like right.
I personally don't think so. I don't
Just
see
in
Cisco.
terms of personality, not in terms of usefulness.
Yeah, so you'd be Cisco. Who would I be?
Well, f you. I mean, geez. Yeah, I had to
You
stop
made
for a
Old Man
second.
Joe. You'd be Old Man Joe. You'd be Joe
Oh,
West.
Joe West.
No,
I'm old?
You're
no.
Old Man Joe.
You
That
might
doesn't
be.
make sense.
You might be Joe West.
I'm down with
You
that.
might be Joe West. Yeah.
Well, he likes to drink in almost every reality, and
I
that
actually
works out.
think I'd be
Who
Captain
would I-
Cold.
Captain Cold. Okay, sure. Who would I be?
I doubt you'd be Captain Cold.
No, I know it's Nagami.
I'm snarky. Like I don't know if you do that.
Oh, you know who Nagami would be, easy.
Who?
Who's the fuck
Producer
is the no? Who's the
Nagami?
fuck the guy with the time bureau, the nerd guy?
Gary?
Gary.
So
he's
mean.
Gary.
Nagami
He's
is
totally
not
Gary.
Gary.
1000%
Nagami is way
Gary.
more competent than Gary.
1000%.
Gary can't get anything done.
He
That's-
would get his nipple bitten off by a dinosaur or a unicorn.
That's
Cut
Either
the
way.
true.
promo.
That's
That's it right
That's
there. That's
Who would you be? I
Yes.
think you would be Felicity.
All right, interesting.
Yeah, I think you'd be Felicity.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Sure.
You don't think so?
Do we have a Barry?
Based on what? Why am I
Do we
Felicity?
have an arrow?
Because you know, like all the weird stuff that
I know all the weird stuff.
I wouldn't know.
Okay. Okay.
So Ro would have to be.
Arrow?
Yeah, dude. I can see Ro.
No, I don't know if Ro would be.
Because if
Arrow.
you're not
I think he would be
him,
Rip
then
Hunter actually, or Constantine. He'd be
Ooh,
Constantine.
Constantine. I like
Whoa,
that. Constantine's a good
Constantine.
one.
Wait, okay. Then the question that everyone wants to know: who would Chezzer?
Blackwing says I'd be season 3 Oliver. That's
Like
very,
the worst Oliver?
That's very specific.
It's like
Damn,
you
like that
be
was- he was
Oliver
like, "Oh, I'm gonna get him with this
at
one."
his zenith.
I don't know.
He was like, "Time to burn, yo! I got you now."
What is season 3? That's very specific.
That's like when
That's
Arrow
what-
went to
yo,
shit. That's
yo,
what
like,
you'd be.
he went for
you
you
would
like,
be
"This
Oliver
dude
when
right
Arrow
here."
got bad.
Oh my
I actually
God.
think I'd be Ray Palmer. No, that's not true.
Oh, first season Felicity when she was good. Thank you. Thank
Oh
you.
yeah.
I
Before she
accept
got
that.
really, really annoying.
Although to be fair, I don't subscribe to the this female character sucks for reasons.
I know. I think I'd be Citizen Steel.
sucks.
Interesting. Nate
Yeah.
Haywood.
Hey, Nate
All right.
Haywood.
Okay.
Tommy Merlin. Jezzer.
Yup.
Jezzer would be Tommy
Like y'all
Merlin.
are just okay. We're taking all the characters.
You'd be Tommy
We're
Merlin.
taking all the characters.
Yeah.
now.
Daniel,
Got
you
it.
look like Shaq.
Thank you.
You look like Steel. That's Steel, right?
When you said you were going to read the super chat comment.
Well, I like that comment.
Everything that's happening right now is really important.
Hey, you did make an appearance on Quest for Player 2, just a younger version of you.
Yes, it was.
It was the younger version of you. We talked to you in the younger version.
I sat there for a bit.
Why do you call yourself Blackwing in the past?
Look. There's a lot of stuff I just can't reveal to everyone right now when it comes to time travel. Maybe you'll learn.
Maybe the Flash.
You'll learn. Exactly.
All right, let's get into some stories. Now we got this Lego and Audi spoiler that's coming out for Avengers Endgame. This is supposed to reveal, and this is
supposed to reveal.
Supposed to. We can't say it's official, right?
Right.
So this is supposed to reveal some of the stuff that's going to happen in the movie. Number one, we knew that these new suits were promo art, but they look like
key art, right?
Key art. They just don't look real to me. But maybe they are.
No, they are real.
I guess they are.
They kind of look like Hank Pym's Quantum Realm.
They do, but it doesn't make any sense that why would Iron Man still wear his helmet and some people have a helmet, some people don't have a helmet?
Okay, see, and I was wondering about that, and I was trying to figure that out, but I'm like, so these suits, if they are indeed made by Pym, is that going along with everyone's time theory thing? That they're like, yes. And is it going to go with the whole quantum, like the whole quantum realm or whatever, blah, blah, blah?
I think the quantum realm will somehow lead to time travel, and you need these suits to be able to survive it.
That makes sense. And that's what I'm wondering, if that's going to be the case. Some people were thinking about that. Some people are also saying...
Well, it's official now that Carol can time travel.
Right, based on Samuel L. Jackson's commentary.
And I'm like, so he wasn't just...
Unless he just means she can withstand or power the time travel.
So let me tell you what happens in the movie.
I think... No, please. Nope.
No.
Nope.
Let me give you a play-by-play.
No, oh, God, no.
Play-by-play. This is official.
He actually does know. He does know. I've heard already. I've heard already.
Anyway, so there's also going to be... Rocket is supposed to save Tony Stark.
Which kind of makes sense when you see that car.
Okay.
Rocket's rescue.
You ready, guys?
This is a random Reddit post.
No, this is
no.
This is legit.
This is
Carol's a member of Star Force.
Don't.
What is happening right now?
Everybody already knows this.
Sell it right here, though.
And believes herself to be a Kree.
Wow.
Jude Law is a Star Force commander and Carol's mother.
Okay, we know. Well, Carol's mother.
Sorry, Carol's mentor.
It's like, what?
Carol's mentor.
That would
be a hell of a movie.
That would be news.
The Kree are at war with the Skrulls.
Okay, we already know this.
That's
Thank you for ruin.
Ben Mendelsohn is the Skrull leader.
Oh my God.
The Skrulls are searching for a weapon to use against the Kree. Star Force raids a Skrull outpost for information, and Carol is captured.
I like this character.
I don't know
poster.
if this is a good idea. Shaq is against it.
Let's see, where are we? The Skrulls probe her mind and unlock repressed memories of her life on Earth.
Okay. Okay.
Carol escapes and pursues the Skrulls to Earth.
Okay.
Nick
why are you... Okay, when are you going to stop? When is this going to stop?
He wants to do what he wants
I thought you wanted those spoilers.
When did I say I wanted them?
I think that, and I saw this theory somewhere too, where they're saying the quantum realm, that whole, like, how it looks and everything, is very similar to Carol Danvers' kind of aura when she gets those powers.
Okay.
And people are saying that's how she's going to be able to tap in to the whole quantum realm itself.
I don't know. That's not true.
Well, I don't know. That's what I was saying.
Here's what's going to happen. Here's a theory.
All right.
Okay, Joe, tell me a good theory, Joe.
Yeah.
Carol is going to get her powers from the Tesseract.
Okay. Well, Samuel L. Jackson did say the Tesseract is a constant in all the movies.
That's right.
So that does.
That's right.
And that is what is, and that's going to help her travel through time.
That makes sense. That would make sense.
Now, when she travels through time, is it literally her physical form, or are we going that whole thing of it's your mental projection that's traveling through time?
That's
like what's his name?
He's not going to be Desmond from Lost.
Desmond from Lost or Wolverine from X-Men Future.
Toku Kid, we got a super chat. You know what?
I'm your constant. He just says it
Toku
like
Kid
that.
is the bomb.com. But Toku Kid says, reminds me of the cartoon Avengers spacesuits.
Okay. Yep.
It does. Yeah. Spot on. Bravo.
Yeah, but anyway.
Speaking of Lost, though, Evangeline Lilly did say that they were going season 4 of Lost in Avengers Endgame. So
that's where they moved the island.
So there might be.
See?
So there might be some mind travel.
Oh my God!
It might be a thing.
So here's another cool thing about this movie also is that apparently Rocket. I don't know. No, this is all. This is all kind of like theorized. It's more of a theory than anything else. But Rocket is supposed to go to find Nebula because he thinks, or the rest of the Guardians and Nebula is supposed to be alive. And when he does that, he actually finds Tony Stark, and that's who finds Tony Stark and brings him back to Earth.
That's a good theory, Joe.
Here is an actual theory. And this is an actual theory I have, and this isn't proven or anything at all.
Okay.
But this is an actual theory.
You're getting better at this.
I have this is actually called a spoiler, but I'm saying it's a theory.
Really?
You're getting worse. You're getting worse.
My theory is that I have a feeling that they're going to change the past so much. Mm-hmm. They're going to change the past enough where none of the Guardians ever met each other.
Ooh.
None of the Guardians ever met each other.
Yeah.
Interesting. So why do you think they would do that?
Because they
well,
aren't going to have James
So they can
Gunn to make
reboot-
a
so they can
third
reboot
movie.
it?
And I think that they're going to focus on the Sylvester Stallone team.
Not Sergeant.
The Ravengers.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Or a whole new Guardians team.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, sad.
That's just a guess.
For me, it just kind of sucked if they did the Sylvester Stallone one, because then it's like we can't go like back in time to do Sylvester
Right,
Stallone. That's
right.
a lot of money to change that whole cast to young again.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
true. That's
well,
true.
Two
You
of
spit
them.
on my computer,
I
man.
did possibly spit
Oh.
on your computer.
All right, so let's move on to Captain Marvel.
Which we kind of already did, but yeah.
All right, let me just talk about all the spoilers.
No,
then.
okay.
No!
All right. Let's talk about the ones
Let's
that
ask
were
the
in-
people. Do you guys want to know Captain Marvel spoilers? Push 1.
Which one?
Everyone, leave one.
Yeah, but in the super
Super
chat.
chat.
Only
Yeah.
super chat ones.
Super chat. If you want Captain Marvel spoilers, hit that super chat. If you
Super
don't,
chat, and-
that's perfectly fine, and we can move on to our next
For
topic.
each super chat,
Why don't you want
that
Captain Marvel
say
spoilers?
Well,
one
no, because
or yes
I don't
to?
want to give away the spoilers to people who just happen, to be watching. Because even though, like, people will say, like, oh, I don't want spoilers, and then you're like, just click out. But once you're already there, you don't click out.
You don't click out,
stay.
yeah, that's true.
You stay, and you're
Yeah,
mad. You're mad
true.
about it, but you stay. That's
I don't
why.
understand. Let's talk about
porn.
spoiler culture real quick.
Okay.
Stay stuck in
If you already know what's going to happen, like, I know how Passion of the Christ was going to end.
Okay.
I read a book called
That's,
the Bible.
All right.
I knew how it was going to end, but I still saw the movie.
Sure.
points,
But that doesn't.
There's a lot of spoilers in the book I read it from, too.
Right.
Facts.
Okay, but here's the thing. Just because you still watch a movie when you know how it ends doesn't mean that everyone is that way.
Why not?
And
90%
yeah,
sure
why
that
aren't
the
you the
people
way
that
that
would
you
go and
are?
watch... I don't know if anybody went into that film thinking, I don't know anything that's going to happen.
no, that's
This is
okay.
good.
Of course not.
Spoiler
That's
free.
different.
Joe,
That's different.
I felt like when I saw the Titanic, I was shocked out of my mind that ship went down. I was. So I don't know about you.
Tombstone. Tombstone's another one. It's one of the greatest movies
Okay,
ever made.
This is like history. You're talking about history right now.
In Infinity War,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
when Thanos got the snappage,
Yeah.
I was shocked, and yet I knew it was going to happen.
Right. Because it was good. They built it up well. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's talk about vague spoilers if nobody wants the real spoilers.
Let's do vague spoilers.
So, give me some vague spoilers about Sam Jackson. What did he say?
Sam Jackson has been running his mouth a lot.
Hey, you should listen to the
Wow,
interview that
wow.
we did with him. He
Oh,
was
really?
fucking feisty.
Yeah. Why would you say run his mouth like that? Don't, Sam, I love you. Don't hurt us. Don't.
Is that? I mean,
He's
I mean it in a
dangerous.
great
I
way.
mean, he may kill somebody.
He can
at
say
a-
whatever
at a-
he wants. He's Sam Jackson.
yes, he can.
He could give us all the spoilers for the movie, and that would be fine.
He works for Shield. He's part of the reason
Yeah.
that we have the government shutdown.
But
right
in
now.
the
Go ahead.
movie that we see him in, he's not quite. Obviously he's not where he is.
I find
in
it
the
interesting
present.
this is a superhero show and we're not talking about Glass.
Is that really?
I mean,
Wow.
it is superheroes.
Wow.
It's just not Marvel or DC.
Wow, superhero shaming over here.
No, I'm not
I didn't know
superhero
that you
shaming.
did that. I didn't know. Wow.
How do you
okay.
know how my sentence was going to
Wow.
end?
How do
Oh,
you
you
know
just
his
said-
How
sentence
do you
was gonna
know
end, you
how
psycho?
it
Okay,
ends?
go ahead.
Because he
Go ahead.
traveled in
said-
time.
I traveled in time.
Said,
Hello, I go
what
back
I
and
was
forth.
going to say is that really what you want to talk about right now?
No, you were going
When
to say,
we
was
were.
that really count as a superhero?
No, I was
Because
not
it's
gonna say
M. Night
that.
Shyamalama Ding Dong or whatever. And you don't
Okay, now
respect
you
him.
are shaming, name
Well, you don't
shaming, or
respect
whatever.
Shaming.
Yeah,
You're
I-
the one that's not
The
respecting.
name shame. I don't know, whatever, I don't
Anyway,
care.
so yeah, he's the one that told us that the Tesseract is a concept at the movies. He also said that right now it's like Nick Fury is not burdened by the weight of the world or whatever, right? He's like a more happy-go-lucky.
What does that say?
This is like the most super chat. Andros, the Warrior High Alpha. Broly makes an appearance in Avengers Endgame. Spoilers, he destroys Thanos. That would be incredible. If
with
that,
those, with those
Broly.
like awkward nipples.
if
he
that
has.
happened, I would...
Did they have like those like really weird
Who's
exposed
Broly?
nipples?
I think you know who Broly is.
Dragon Ball.
Yeah, Dragon Ball.
Oh.
He's
like-
he's a villain from Dragon
I
Ball.
thought it was like a
the
bro,
Go-
like a
it's the
broski.
No, it's the broski.
He is.
Pretty
He's the
much.
broski
It's
of the Super Saiyans.
It's,
Yeah.
He's like a broski. with
That would be
nipples.
amazing.
It's really
By the way,
weird.
that's another superhero that we're not
Scare me.
talking about. You saw
It's
that
true.
movie?
We are not talking about Goku, the greatest superhero of our time.
Right. Well,
well,
questionable.
not even
Now
questionable.
who's-
You're being
now
polite.
who's
You're being
superhero
polite.
shaming?
You're being polite. I just said he's not the greatest. That's all. I'm just.
All right, continue with
30
your
minutes of
spoilers.
screaming.
Okay, moving on to other spoilers. What other Samuel L. Jackson? He said a lot of things though.
He does.
But Lashonda Lynch talked about Maria Rambeau and the relationship with Carol Danvers.
Mm-hmm.
So she said that Carol has been missing for years, right? Enough years for her to like give up hope that she was
I
alive.
forgot a spoiler about toys for you.
Oh, really?
She's getting a toy.
Yay!
Not actually true. I just wanted to say that.
I hate you.
What are you talking about?
She got a character poster at least.
Yeah, she did. She wants Maria Rambo.
Why Maria a toy?
Well, I was just wondering why there wasn't one. Why the only woman in the lineup was just 2 Carols. And I was like, there's Annette Bening, who presumably
I'm 90% sure that they're going to do the whole Star Force team, which has more females on it.
I don't and that's what we had said the last time. We said like they're probably waiting for the second wave. It's a waste of plastic.
But let's be honest.
All right.
People probably aren't going to buy a Maria Rambo toy.
They'll buy those.
If it were, because I feel like those secondary characters.
They'll buy.
Yeah, sure. I think the secondary characters people just don't buy in general. Kind of like those background characters. Like I would never really buy the Alfred action figure. You know what I mean? Like just not something I really want.
I would buy the Alfred action figure.
Well, that's you, but like I would not.
You are one of millions.
I'm just saying most people.
Thank you. I know.
I'm just saying most people don't really aim their targets on like, oh, I want. You know what I mean? Like I don't want like the guy in the chest. I don't want the Ned action figure from Spider-Man: Homecoming. You know?
I want the Ned action figure.
I'm sure you do, but I'm 90% sure that would be the one on the shelf.
He's gonna come with a laptop.
No, it's true, right? It's
that would be
true.
amazing.
You gotta admit, it's
oh my god.
true.
Okay. That just reminds me that I wish that there. Now I want a Genki action figure.
Oh, here's another one.
From
I don't want the. I don't.
And he would actually be on the laptop.
I wouldn't want the. I wouldn't want the Perry White action figure.
All right. Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. Minerva, however, is an action character, and I'm sure that
she
Annette
should have an
Bening's character
action.
will be.
Absolutely.
So I wasn't specifically saying Maria Rambo. I was just saying it's weird that there's only two Carols and no other women. That's what I said.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, I see her as the toy.
Even the cat has more action figures than Maria Rambo.
Yeah, what the heck?
Well, the cat has more action figures than any woman who is not Carol. Because the others have 0. So that's why.
Well, the cat's very important.
The cat's clearly very important.
It eats up.
The cat is actually important. No bullshit.
Like time and space.
They told us that on set that the cat, the whole cat thing was super secretive. They wouldn't tell us much about the cat.
But then they gave it away in the toy.
Well, they know what they are, though.
All right. So moving on, Lashana Lynch said about Maria Rambo that her and Brie Larson's character are very close friends and are in fact best friends. So they have to pick that friendship back up and like reverse the grief process when Carol reappears in the universe.
Here's a fun fact.
Yes.
They're lesbians.
Nope. What?
Damn it.
Here's a fun fact.
I was hoping.
For Carol and
Monica Rambeau. Monica Rambeau is the daughter of Maria Rambeau,
yes,
and we know that Monica's going to get introduced in this film. Now, I know that Gugu Mbatha was originally approached to play
Monica?
No, she was originally supposed to play Maria. She turned it down. However, I actually think she's going to take the role to play Monica.
Oh, that'll be amazing. Gugu Mbatha Raw is a love of my life.
I love her too. She's so nice.
Wow.
And she was in Doctor Who.
Yeah.
So
yes, she was.
I think that she's actually going to take that role. And I think that once we get that established, I think that eventually she'll be the new Captain Marvel as Carol leads the Avengers.
That would be cool.
That's my theory.
That's very interesting.
Starring Gugu Mbatha. And she's a superstar just waiting to happen.
Yeah, she is.
Like I think that's she's somebody that deserves that stardom.
So what other
spoilers?
Spoilerific comments
Jude
or
Law
quotes?
gave away or said that his character has like a really Yon-Rogg has like a really special dynamic with the Supreme Intelligence.
Oh yeah, let me tell you about it.
Nope. And I heard that he gave away almost an entire scene.
Yes, he did. He's okay. First off, he says that the Kree describe Earth as a shithole, which is great, I guess. But the Kree are terrified of the Skrull because the Skrull can sim, right?
So
they
it's
can simulate.
It's a way I look at Boston, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
very similar. So the
accurate.
Skrull can take over any person's shape or form. So they have posters all around Hala saying know your enemy, it could be you, right? So then there is a scene that he says where there is a soldier who gets asked if he's ever been simmed, and when he says
simmed,
yes,
Simulated.
simulated,
Simulated.
a Skrull has simulated him.
Gotcha.
And because the answer is yes, he has to kill himself. So that's how hardcore they are. Not even right now. It's just it's happened one time. Did you ever forget to delete your search history? Yes. Bam. So.
Oh, that reminds me when I die, I delete my search.
Not on my computer, just on my phone.
Okay, yeah, that's it.
So it's going to be a really intense battle, obviously, between the two sides.
Okay.
And then let's see.
Give me something hot. Something,
I don't know. What is something
wow. Something amazing. I want a Christopher Walken wow.
I don't know if I have a Christopher Walken wow for you.
Can you do it, Christopher Walken?
Can you do it?
I cannot.
Let's try.
No, let's not.
Okay, you'll do one. I'll do one, and then
how
Joe
about
will
you
do
go
one.
first?
No, ladies
No, because
first.
I can't do it. That's why it would just come out as
wow.
Blasphemy.
Wow.
I'm in Boston.
Who said that?
Of course you are.
Who's in Boston?
Of course.
Now you are mortal enemies.
Oh, the real blue blood.
Now you
that
are.
makes sense. The name now makes
Oh,
sense.
man.
The Red
I'm sorry
River.
for you. I'm so sorry for you.
What's wrong with Boston?
Wow. Well, it's hell.
It smells like piss.
Yes. Yeah.
Not as bad as New York City, though.
No.
That's true.
Jezzer knows all about it. We walked around New York, and it smelled
Even
like
though-
hot.
even though-
it smelled
yeah.
like hot garbage almost everywhere we
It
went.
is hot garbage.
All right, sorry. Let's move on. Do your Christopher Walken.
Wow.
Do you Christopher Walken?
Wow.
I
There you
don't
go.
know.
I like it. I like it.
Wow.
Watermelon. I can't. Joe,
All right.
could you do one?
Nope, I can't.
So
Come on, you do a really good one. That was the whole point.
Wow, guys,
See?
guys.
that was
calm
what. So there
down.
you go. That was perfect.
Great. Captain Marvel,
Hey, I gotta. What am I doing right now?
play it with the hairs.
You gotta massage.
Massage. You gotta massage the hairs.
What's happening?
Bradley.
All right, go ahead. Let's go.
Okay. I mean, let's see. Gemma Chan talked about Minerva, or actually, really, Jude Law talked about Gemma Chan as Minerva, and said that she used to be Jan-Rog's favorite. But then Carol comes in, and now she's even better than Minerva.
Yeah,
So that
there's
creates-
actually the scene that I was on set for was they were going to extract somebody from a planet.
Okay.
And Minerva actually tells Carol, like, hey, you got to use your head, not your fist. And she calls her, I think she calls her, like, Sparkle Fist? Or
Sparkle Fist.
Glitter
Okay,
Fist or
that's
something
kind
like
of
that.
fun. That's kind of fun.
And then she's like, hey,
Fist.
Glitter Fist, like, you got to, like, Sparkle Fist, you got to use your head and not your fist. And then Jude Law's character like says, he goes, she has it under control.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's pretty much them, like, now we have to, let's get back to business. We have to extract, I forgot the name of the character. We have to extract somebody from this planet.
Okay.
But let's all take a dip. And then they go in these little pods. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I can say it next. They go in these little pods, and then they're almost kind of like they're almost like those MRI machines.
Okay.
And then that was the whole scene. They did that about 85 times.
So it's interesting. So it's like a professional love triangle, professional rivalry.
Kinda. You can
Yeah.
tell that there's definitely tension between Minerva
Yeah.
and Carol in the movie.
It's kind of like, well, if anything, it's like the father pitting your two daughters.
Exactly.
Almost
Yes.
like that.
Yes.
It's
Oh,
very
a little like
professional.
Nebula and Gamora. Ah,
You get what I'm saying?
I like it.
You get
Okay,
what
I
I'm
like
saying?
it. I like it.
All right. Is that it for the?
Yeah, that's it for the interview spoilers, I would say. I mean, I guess if you want to know, like, people who thought that maybe Korath being in the movie would have a connection to Guardians, he was like, no,
No, he doesn't.
there's no connection. So there you go.
This is before he gets his mind kind of messed with in,
Yeah.
in that zone. All right, so let's move on to the Reign of Superman, and we got some videos from. No, we don't. Jezzer's not prepared.
Nope.
Oh, we do. We actually do. Holy
my
shit.
God.
We actually have our shit together today. Jezzer actually interviewed the cast of for the Reign of Superman.
And I witnessed that greatness.
Are you
Oh,
there?
did you? Yeah,
I was
she
next to
there.
him for the interview, yes. He did
All
a
right.
great job, Jezzer.
So, Jezzer,
Cue that.
cue it up,
Like
buddy.
they have developed a framework for a really good superhero film. Like Aquaman just came out and it's doing amazing, but it was very close to the animated Throne of Atlantis. Do you think this film could be something we'll see on the big
Dude,
screen?
I've been acting for a while. My highest rating on Rotten Tomatoes right now is Death of Superman.
Yes.
Highest rating.
amazing.
I mean, I'm eternally grateful for DC Animation getting to play this iconic role. I don't take it for granted or forget how special it is for one moment.
In the first film, we got to see a little bit of Hank Henshaw.
Yep.
And throughout the whole incident, the whole accident, he always believed Superman was going to save him. How does that play out in this film? Does that affect him as he takes on the role as
Well, you know, like everybody in the world, Superman always does show up. He always does save, and my faith in Superman is such that when it doesn't work out, as you say, the incident he's referring to is when my wife gets killed. Okay, I mean, it's not an incident to me, and so consequently, it's devastating.
Yes.
Everything that your life structure is gone because Superman was not Superman. Which is why I think as Cyborg Superman, Hank is determined to show you what Superman really is and what he's going to be. And what he's going to be is somebody who never ever has that sort of incident happen again.
Yeah. So you said he was created by LexCorp. So he, like in the comics, he's a mixture of Clark and Lex, his clone. Does that kind of show, like, does Lex's kind of personality show up in Superboy in this film?
I think that Lex has a certain amount of arrogance, and I think that they might be similar in that sense, although I can't say for certain if he is an amalgam. All right, you've read the comics. It is. Yeah. But, he has a little bit of that, but I think he still has this desire to show the Superman Superman pride, and he has a goodness in him, and you know he just is a little bit misguided, which I mean some would argue Lex is too, but that's neither here nor there.
Which is great.
Yeah.
Now you've also, your voice was Zoom in the CW.
That was awesome.
Was it any different, like playing, creating Darkseid for this film than it was being Zoom in
They're
CW?
two different guys, other than they're voiced by the guy who's the same voice.
Yeah.
Zoom is more guttural. Zoom is has a little more urgency because he's a speedster, and Darkseid is slow and methodical and intellectually paced.
I'm excited to see how he plays out this film.
I don't think they would like each other, Zoom and Darkseid.
I don't think so either.
Nah, because there's too much power in the room. But if they can figure out a way to work together, they would be a great team. But
DC.
Zoom ain't gonna run around for anybody.
No, he's not. Now, DC has released its streaming service. Is there future DC projects that we can look forward to, like you lending your amazing voice to?
Well, I'm on the rise right now for voiceover work. I know I've done one other Darkseid project. It'll be coming out in about a year. Already recorded. So we'll see. But 2019 has just started. So I got a lot of TV shows are coming after us. We have a reality show in the wind.
So Jezzer looked like Superboy in the
Yeah, I
last
did. I
Avengers.
love that. I love
Yeah.
that.
I like
Definitely
that.
a boy.
Gimmick.
Like how tall
How
is
dare
Jerry
you,
O'Connell?
Hiatus?
What is
Hiatus,
it?
you're a
I
Hiatus.
went for it.
Jerry
How
O'Connell
tall
and
is Jerry
Tony Todd,
O'Connell,
both
though?
very tall men.
Yeah, because he's tall though, isn't he?
Yeah,
like
he's
6 foot
tall.
tall.
No,
I don't know how tall.
he's 5'9".
So,
No,
Can't be
no,
that
no,
short.
no. He's
Maybe a
like
little
6
taller
foot.
than that.
Jezzer's only 5 foot tall. Relax
What's his
about
name?
it.
The only person here that probably wasn't 6 foot something was possibly
Cameron
the
Monaghan.
dude who played Joker.
Well,
Yeah, Cameron
Cameron
Monaghan.
Monaghan
Yeah, he's
should
probably
have
like
been
5'11"
should have
or
been
5'10".
about 7 feet tall with the shirt he was wearing because
Dude,
that shirt was on fire,
he
brother.
looked like he had a hot 16
and
ready
yes,
to go. Like
Death
Eminem.
of Superman and Reign of the Superman, both very great. Good
Give
double
us
feature.
a spoiler to piss off Black Wayne.
Wait a minute.
What
Wait
happens
a minute.
at the end? Wait, is
Superman
is-
dies
What did you
and
do?
No!
then resurrects. I just hit myself in the face with my necklace.
I saw
Well,
that. Are you okay?
That's
I'm
Not
fine.
only did you
That's-
fall in the
yeah.
streets,
Yeah.
but you hit
I
yourself
have been
in the
a mess
face with a
today.
necklace.
It's
What is
okay.
going
My
on
glasses
with your
protect me.
life
The
right
rain.
now?
It's the rain. It's
protecting
ruining
me.
everything for her.
Yes,
It
the
doesn't usually
rain
rain that
ruined
late, so it's
everything.
freaking her out. So, okay, you said Superman dies?
Yes, he does. In the
Get
Death of
outta
Superman,
here.
he dies.
What?
I hate
so
to break it
even
to
before
you.
this film starts, he's already dead?
Dead.
No.
But it's fine. He's not really dead.
Does
as we
he
know.
come back? What? Oh, now you've ruined everything.
I know,
can't see this
I'm
film.
sorry. I
We're done.
spoiled
I mean,
I
look,
everything.
the title
I know.
gives it away. It's called The Reign of Superman. What do you think is going to happen?
Well, you know what
Superman
else?
will reign.
You know what else gives the title away?
Unless it was rain. Like, it's
Exactly.
raining.
It's
Superman.
raining
You know what
men.
else gives the title away immediately? Spider-Man Far From Home.
That's true.
That's the transition,
Spider-Man
guys.
will be Far From Home. All right.
Yes, because when it comes to the film,
Yeah.
he definitely is far from home.
He is.
He's actually
Yes,
in
good
Europe,
job.
guys.
He is.
Yes, that's interesting.
Which, by the way, in the trailer, they showed his passport. Did you
Okay,
guys-
no year on it? What
Okay.
was the point?
No year, but it said August 10th.
Yes.
Actually, it says
Which-
July 18th
Well,
and 19th.
July 18th and 19th.
No, that's the date
August
of the
10th
issue.
is the date,
of birth
yeah,
is
exactly.
August 10th.
August 10th.
Anyway,
And-
and August 10th was the date that his first appearance in 1962 came out, which is why there's no year.
Oh.
Because 1962
So let me tell
was
you
the
why I
year
didn't
he
like
was
this
born.
trailer.
Oh,
okay.
whoa, because
That's
it gave everything
new and
away?
surprising.
No,
Because
because
it definitely did.
no.
What?
I didn't like this trailer for one reason.
What is it?
Why would you have Thanos do a snap with Spider-Man disappearing if Tom Holland's going to be in the trailer?
Well, because
this happens,
everyone
they
knew
said-
he was
well,
gonna
and
be.
Faith-
in it.
I think that's the
not-
dumbest-
Peggy and all the other
Dumbest
people were
thing.
saying that it
I
happened
think
after-
it would have been such a better idea, and I've said this on past shows, on different shows, that if you would have had Spider-Man saving the day, doing his thing, and then when he unmasks,
It's not Tom Holland.
it's Jake Gyllenhaal. Because that's exactly what the first appearance of Mysterio was. He was impersonating Spider-Man.
That would
That's
be really
true.
cool. That
and
would
it's
be
like
really cool.
that's such a
true.
missed
For the trailer?
opportunity.
Yeah,
He's
that's
right.
true.
For
You're
the trailer,
not
that's
wrong.
actually
You're not
very
wrong.
true.
And you
Because
should have
he
had-
shows up,
oh.
yeah. He shows up at the Daily Bugle back in that time, and then that's
Yeah.
when, and that's
And the
true.
only reason I would assume they didn't do that is just because there isn't enough content to
Well,
do that.
no, but then also, Faye already said, like, they were talking about it way ahead of time. They were like, yeah, this happens after, sometime after Infinity War.
It happens right after Endgame.
Yeah,
minutes after Endgame.
Endgame, yeah.
Minutes after Endgame.
Which means Spider-Man's coming back, everyone saves the day, there are no stakes. Great.
Great.
Thank you, Avengers
exactly,
4.
Exactly.
I mean,
everyone
I
knows,
totally
see,
agree
but
with
that's the
that,
thing.
but I already knew that, so
But
it's
yeah,
not
that's
like,
the thing. I mean,
I'm not
everyone
upset by it.
knows
But-
that.
but you're right that would have been
ultimately the
great
superheroes
trailer.
are coming back. Everyone
Yeah.
knows that.
Yeah.
So it's just like they're like, yeah, well, we're gonna. Go
I don't
ahead
think
and-
all of them are coming back.
No, but
that's very true.
But we knew that Spider-Man was coming back because you don't.
Well, we knew because there was another film.
But here's the thing: I feel like there has to be some kind of twist in here because there's two things that have to happen. Have to happen. Number one is that we know that Tony Stark's not in this film.
Yes.
Is that a sign that Tony Stark's
He's dead?
I think he's dead too.
Yeah, I mean, we saw Happy.
I agree.
We saw Pepper's signature, so we know she's alive.
Yeah.
And yet Tony was nobody found. He's definitely dead.
Yeah.
Number two is, could this possibly be another timeline?
Yes, that was my thing.
We got a super chat.
I agree.
Bet Mysterio using Chitauri tech and basic magic, Toku Kid says.
Well, duh, that's a given. Yes.
Well, if you watch Quest for Player 2, magic's not real. Sorry, guys.
So you think this is an
That was the best
alternate
episode I
reality,
was
like
ever on.
not the main?
What's
it's
that?
Not, like this is an alternate reality, as in the Marvel universe will not be following what is happening in there, or is this the new reality for the Marvel universe?
So let's
Which one?
let's take a step back and,
All right.
and really play things out.
Okay.
So, what happens if this version of Spider-Man isn't the same Spider-Man that we were left with in Homecoming?
Right. It's
What
not
if
the
this
same
is
Tom.
a different version of that Spider-Man that's slightly different, but he knows that something's off, something's different, but nobody else really does. And that's why it's called Far From Home, because not only is he far physically from New York, but he's far from the Marvel Cinematic Universe on this alternate journey.
I feel like you've mentioned this before. You brought this up before.
I've heard this.
It's
before.
possible.
I've heard
And
this before.
I think it's.
But
you
I
know,
heard people are also connecting that to the whole Hank Pym scene in the trailer of whatever. And
The
saying
trailer
that-
of whatever.
What is that? Endgame.
Yeah.
And they're saying that Hank Pym somehow popped out in a different, a different timeline in the whole, one of the different, Earths, whatever's, and that's what's going on. That's why they're shocked that he's there. Because people kept pointing to that thing where on the corner of the screen it says archive, and they're like, see? And blah, blah, blah. I was like, I don't know if that's, I've got to really look at that. But people were trying to connect what you said.
Well, Toku's right.
that.
What I'm thinking is, what if they're trying to set up an MCU battle world? These different
be the next-
pocket
Yeah.
little things.
Yeah,
But
that
that's
would be
what
the next.
like a convergence,
Right.
Well, that
where
would
it's
be
like
the
you
next
have to
thing.
sort of make it one universe.
And
Because
that'll be the next thing that we do for the next 4 8
technically, you could to do all this, still using Hugh Jackman as Wolverine.
Okay.
You could
Okay.
make the Dark Phoenix.
Are they
Okay.
going to do
And
the
make
old?
everything
Are they
still
going to
the
do
same.
Old Man Logan then? And
No.
continue,
Well, they
or-
could with Logan. I mean, I
Yeah,
guess they could.
yeah.
But
And then that would give us our Fantastic Four.
I
I
think
do
they
I
could
do
do all
agree.
this.
With someone about like someone's going to be a Skrull.
in the Far From Home movie,
Not necessarily in that movie, but like in the upcoming know,
here's another
a character will be revealed. as a
far-fetched
Skrull.
spoiler. I actually think they're going to introduce Shang-Chi in this movie as well.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
that's what that
interesting.
Asian student is.
I think that
That's
we're going
interesting.
to get some Shang-Chi.
That would be
That's
cool.
what that Asian student you think is.
I think so.
All
Okay,
right.
because that was something I was wondering earlier. I saw him in the trailer, and I'm like, who is this dude?
Yeah.
Who is this dude?
I like that.
That would be a good one.
Yeah.
Dang, that's really good.
But let's talk about.
'Cause I was thinking either
We
that
know
or
we
I'm gonna be a
know
show.
that Jake Gyllenhaal said that Mysterio is going to team up with Spider-Man to stop the Elementals.
Yes. So
Okay,
here's the
aren't-
thing: Jake Gyllenhaal's character. I don't know how much this is. I'm pretty sure it's already out there. That he's going to be an agent of Shield. And
he's under Nick
he's
Fury.
also the one. Yes, he's under Nick Fury, and he's also the one creating the Elementals.
That's
Oh,
what
I
was
didn't know
thinking.
that.
I
I
think
didn't know that.
I think that's the whole thing. I think what we're thinking is the elementals like
To make himself the hero.
Hydro and whatever. And
Because I
that
thought
one-
Mysterio was
the,
a villain.
The lightning
and so then
thunder-
I was like, when I
well,
found out
that's
he's
what I
working
think.
with Spider-Man, I was like, that's weird.
No, but I think
so.
That's
If he's
the whole
creating
thing.
him, then that makes
he's
sense.
creating him
Yeah.
to make himself be that hero,
Right.
Which is pretty much the origin of where it comes in.
Yeah.
People were all thinking at first like, okay, it wasn't the elementals. They thought it was Hydro. They thought it was Sandman. They
Well,
thought
right,
it was-
'cause it-
and I was
they-
like,
they
I
look
get
like
how they
them.
kind of look, but I was
Yeah,
like, no,
but-
it doesn't make sense why they would go ahead and bring them up.
Right, they're not
No,
the actual
elementals
ones.
make more sense.
Right.
But he's creating these things on the basis of.
I want to
elementals.
talk about
That's what I
something a
think.
little bit different though, because staying on the subject but veering off just a tad, is that Amy Pascal had said that this takes place minutes after Endgame.
Endgame.
But she also said that Venom also takes place minutes after Endgame.
Endgame.
Okay.
So this
That's
is
kinda
also
random.
I know, but it's all supposed to be the
See?
same timeline. But the real question I have here is if you're going to form your own MCU Sinister Six, who would that include? Would it be Vulture, played by Michael Keaton?
Yeah.
Yes. Gyllenhaal.
Yes.
Here.
Yeah.
Who else? Who else you got? Doctor Octopus, maybe.
Yep.
Yeah. Doctor.
I'm going for Doc Ock.
Who else? Shocker,
Shocker was already in
played
the
by
MCU.
Yeah.
Bokeem.
Would there be new characters you bring in, or ones
Well,
that we've
Bokeem was
seen?
already in the
Yeah,
movie,
Yeah,
so-
Bokeem was in the movie.
Scorpion. You already have Mike
Scorpion,
Mondo
yeah,
playing
that's
that.
And then we have the last one. Who else is left?
Well, you can do
That we
Electro.
introduced.
You can do different characters. You can do. I mean, it's really.
Well, yeah, but I'm like, who's being
And it's all
introduced?
funded by Wilson Fisk, played by Vincent D'Onofrio.
There you go.
Oh, awesome.
That'd be awesome.
And then that still messes up for what's his name. He's just like, oh, so you're gonna go ahead and bring him on,
Right, not me.
I'm Daredevil. I mean, everybody's nope, we don't need you. Don't need you. I love that meme that we put up on Instagram.
Poor Daredevil. Poor guy.
Man,
Let's talk about
Green Goblin.
I do
he has
Green Goblin. That's a
he
good
has
one.
no eyes, and this guy
Hey,
has
who would
two
you
arms.
cast as Green Goblin in the MCU? Norman Osborn.
Norman Osborn. I don't know. It's like a William Sadler. I don't know.
Oh, that's well. He was the president in the MCU.
Whatever. He's like, it's fine.
See,
He's his twin.
McConaughey.
I got to go McConaughey.
McConaughey?
No, take it back.
Like
I'm gonna
Matthew
take it back. I'm
McConaughey?
gonna take it back. I'm gonna say Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise. Okay, you know what? He's just like just
Fudge.
crazy enough.
Fudge.
I was either gonna say Tom Cruise or Denzel Washington. It's one of those two for me.
I dig that, but I would go more Tom than Denzel.
The
Because
reason-
the thing
but-
is, he's gonna go from being sane to insane.
Here's the
Right.
reason I
don't
like
know if
Tom
Denzel
though.
want to.
Tom
Well, I was
Hanks.
like,
Tom Hanks would
Denzel
also
has
be
too
a
much
good one.
gravitas. I would just take him seriously. I just
Tom
feel like,
Hanks
no,
would
he's
also be
right.
a good one. Tom Hanks.
Oh, Tom
Hanks
Hanks
would
is
be a
the
great
best
one.
one.
I love
That is
that
the best.
one.
That's it,
I
ladies
love
and
that
gentlemen.
one.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's make this a thing now.
Yeah,
Can
Tom
we turn
Hanks
that?
for Green Goblin.
Yes,
But the only
Hashtag
reason,
Tom Hanks for Green
I
Goblin.
would choose Tom Cruise
That's
though
it.
Okay.
is because, and this is the only reason, is because Tom Cruise was originally supposed to play Iron Man.
Yeah, that's
Everybody
what
knows
they.
this. So he
originally-
was
yeah.
he was supposed to be the original Iron Man.
Thank God that didn't
and
happen.
so much.
But
so,
then you imagine this. Imagine
Yeah.
now he gets to reprise his role as the Iron Patriot. Is like coming full circle.
Okay, okay.
But Tom Hanks, no joke, because Tom Hanks is such a likable guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
For him to be like,
Exactly.
hey, listen, Peter, let me talk to you, and kind of be this
Right.
fatherly
Yeah,
figure,
you
and being
totally,
like,
you totally buy it. You
Like,
totally buy it. Yeah.
Like, dude,
That'd be
it
like
is perfect.
a knife to the gut when he
Yes,
when he goes.
But see, that's the thing, though. That always seems to be the kind of formula with Peter Parker's like greatest villains. They're always somehow very close to him.
Right.
You know, like the Lizard, Doc.
That's just like the
Ock,
tried and
and
true
blah,
method, though,
blah.
right?
It's always
The
like,
closer
hey,
they are,
Peter,
the better
I'm
the-
your father figure. Time to fucking stab you.
Yeah, like-
You know, and then they're always ready to kill him. And it's
that's
always
why I
an
think
issue.
Tom Hanks would be so. But don't
That's
turn
right.
Tom Hanks
Yeah.
right away. Let it play
No,
out
no,
for
no,
a while.
no. Let it be
Right,
one
right.
film where he shows
Just
up
the
a
good
lot
guy.
and he's
Yeah.
always
Yeah,
good.
and that's
He
the
really
thing.
helps
Tom
him.
Hanks could be the total good guy, even to like Tony Stark is crazy. Like he's like
Yeah,
the
he's
straight
like,
man, and then when he turns, it's gonna make you really care.
Oh.
Really.
But it
care.
has to
I
be a
love it.
really good turn.
I'm already sold.
It has to be
I'm
a
already
good turn
sold.
where he not only f's up Peter Parker's life, but not only Spider-Man's life, but also Peter Parker's.
yeah.
And also a bunch of other people in MCU at the same time, where it's just like he crushed everyone. Like for example, in the trailer, I still don't know who they sold, who Stark sold that the whatchamacallit building to, the
the Avengers building? Oh, yeah, the Avengers
It's
Tower.
in the
Fantastic
background.
Four.
It's in the background. Whoa, we don't know yet.
Hey, me and Jezzer were actually saw the Avengers building when we were hanging out in New York.
So I'm still trying to figure out. Like, I wonder, and there's a few options for it, which is Osborn.
It has to be the Baxter building.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
Baxter Building.
I think that the Fantastic Four got it.
That makes sense.
I mean, and that's another thing too, because now we know the Fantastic Four can be a part of the MCU
Yes.
as of this month, as well as the X-Men. But
all
integrating
happening.
those characters is a lot harder than you think, and I think a lot of people are
That's
like,
why
"Oh,
we
just
need Battle World.
no, I don't necessarily think that.
good one, though.
You'd be like, just throw them in. Me personally, and I've said this time and time again, I personally would love for them to be like, hey, we're gonna introduce, instead of doing another Guardians 3, let's do Starjammers with Christopher Summers and make it take place in like the 70s, where it's
Okay.
like all the stuff that happens and you see the Scott and Alex fall and everything, but let's make a Starjammers movie. That way you introduce the Shi'ar Empire and you give the MCU the more of the space stuff, but you introduce Scott and Alex as mutants, and at the end the post-credit scene can be Xavier finding Scott,
Oh,
a
okay.
young Scott.
That'll be interesting.
Then
Yeah.
Okay.
then, what I would love for them to do is to introduce the Fantastic Four after they beat Thanos and everything reverts back to normal. Have the Fantastic Four show up in the modern day MCU, and then be like, who are
Just
who,
like they
Who are you?
who are you
transfer from a
guys?
different
And
place
the
or different
whole thing
universe,
is
or-
like, well,
They've been lost the
we
whole time.
had one of the gems first, and we got lost.
That's what I was
And now everything's back to normal.
Okay.
Because at this point
Interesting.
now, and make him be from the 60s. And now it's modern day. At this point, Reed is not the smartest man in the world, because now you have Shuri, you have Tony Stark.
Right.
Invisible Woman
Banner.
isn't just the woman behind the man. She's forefront and center because it's such a woman-powered world now. And she's right there with everybody else.
Yeah.
The Thing is not a freak anymore because there's so many other heroes that
Right.
are like this. in Johnny isn't as special as he thought he was, because
Because there are
now
so many
everybody can do
others, yeah.
everything.
Everyone can do everything.
So I think now they have to adapt to living in the modern world, and it's
Okay.
like
Yeah.
the Fantastic Four disappeared a long time ago. Now they're back, and whatever. I think that would be a great story, and I think that with Doom, you can easily introduce him being in Latveria, because that's
Yeah.
a place we haven't seen yet.
right. It's
And
like
also I think
probably isolated.
Doom
you know?
should actually, and Doom doesn't necessarily have to be a part of the Fantastic Four story. Doom should be the next version of Tony Stark,
Yeah. That's
where
right.
he's kind of like, listen,
Like
I know-
infamous Iron Man style.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. And I think that way you can have everything tie in together. And I actually got a new Mr. Fantastic. I originally chose John Krasinski.
I'm still going.
And
with
John, if you get the role, you owe me money, because I said it.
You
First.
brought this.
True
You
story.
brought this.
I
to
actually,
fruition.
I was the first one to talk about this.
Okay, so who else then?
Ben Whishaw.
Ben who?
He's the dad on Mary Poppins, and he's also the voice.
Oh,
of,
Ben Whishaw.
yeah, Ben
Oh,
Whishaw.
okay, yes. Okay, he'd be a good one. He'd be a good one.
He's my Mr. Fantastic.
I like him. I like him.
I love what you did, but I would love to reach into Marvel's box of goodies and storylines and pull out Heroes Reborn and somehow adjust it to work with MCU's whole Thanos snap.
Okay.
I think that would be cool to bring them back in that way. I would love it.
I mean, it's essentially the same thing I just said.
Yeah, no, it is. I would just like, but I mean, reaching for more of a Heroes Reborn thing where it's like, all right, now everyone's back, and you're like, well, what the hell? And it's like, oh, we've been in the Pocket Universe the whole time, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
That's still kind of close to Battle
That is
World as
definitely
well,
right, but
and
it
everything
is a
else.
good way. Any of those
but
little
I-
branches are good
there's-
ways to
yeah.
bring in the new heroes without just
there
being
are-
like, we've been hiding out.
I'll tell you what I don't want.
You know?
I don't want to see Miles Teller, Michael B. Jordan, Kate Mara, and the other guy just show up and be like, "We're the
Like,
Fantastic."
you can't see Michael B. Jordan.
That would be hilarious.
Although that would be amazing
no.
if it was
Why
like, oh,
don't
wait a
we
second,
have Michael
why
B.
do you
Jordan?
look like Eric
Right,
Killmonger?
like you look like,
And then Chris Evans flies in.
Yeah, alternate worlds and realities.
Oh my
and blah,
god,
blah,
they
blah.
all look like dead Marvel heroes or villains, right? And suddenly it's like,
So let's talk about our last topic of the night, which is fitting because this is going to end the show and it's also the end game. Let's talk about Avengers Endgame.
everyone
this is gonna be
dies
heavy.
and then they don't die.
Well, let me tell you exactly what happens.
All right,
hold
I'm
on.
ready.
Here we
I'm
go.
ready. Give it to me.
See, now you want Endgame,
Because I
but
know
yeah.
you don't know.
I bet you I do.
Do you?
Look at those suits.
Okay. So, Avengers Endgame.
No, stop. No. Okay, you need to learn. Okay? All right? You just asked about how everyone else and how they're going to be upset with spoilers, and then you tempt him. Don't poke the bear. Don't poke the bear.
All
Don't.
right, moving on. Moving on.
God.
I can tell you a lot of things that happen. I'll tell you. I'll just tell you.
Not really,
Okay,
like
not
the
heavy
vaguest.
spoilers.
The vaguest.
Yeah, the vague.
A lot of past Marvel characters are definitely coming back. There's going to be
Alright.
definite time travel.
Okay.
The battle, every big Marvel pinpoint thing is going to play out differently in this movie, which is going to alter the universe.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Everything that happened in Avengers: Age of Ultron, all those
It's erased
flashbacks.
because that movie sucked.
Well, all those flashbacks are definitely things that happen in the future of the MCU. They were
Okay.
visions of things that actually happened.
Oh.
So Thor in
okay.
that little bath and
Well, no, Thor was in
We already-
Thor was at the end
already-
at the end of Asgard, which happened in Ragnarok.
yeah, right.
We've already
Right.
seen that happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Tony Stark, however, went up to the wormhole and he saw everybody dead.
Yes.
Yeah.
And,
Yes.
and Captain America says, "You could have saved us." He does. He does. But just wait until you see that unfold. Ronan is obviously going to be in the movie,
Yeah.
played by Jeremy Renner. He has a big prominent role in this movie, a huge role in defeating Thanos, by the way.
Oh my God! Really? So they give Marvel's version of Aquaman as far as the joke. Aquaman.
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you're
being
useless,
useless,
blah blah
yeah,
yada yada.
yeah.
They give him something finally. Rainer has to be.
Well, let
very
me tell you.
happy
You want to
about
know why
that.
he's in Japan?
Yes, I do.
He's in Japan because a woman gets kidnapped and he gets hired to bring her back. That woman is Kate Bishop, and he gets hired to bring her back, and that's where Black Widow finds him. And who he ends up tracking down is the Yakuza, but some of them are Skrulls.
Word, really?
From what I know, yes.
Wow. So,
I'm so
how-
happy.
Do you know how and why he chose to take the name of Ronan?
It's
Like in the movie.
it's
I know how
because
in the
it's
comic.
going to be because his family all ended
Oh,
up disappearing.
okay, yeah. Oh, so what?
They're gone with the Thanos.
Well, yeah, that was
What?
something that we assumed. Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, come on,
To
why
give
is
him,
he
like,
back in work?
stakes.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly,
Why is he
exactly.
working again? He has nothing else to do.
What else?
He has nothing else to do.
No, but I love it because remember, Fraction wrote a Hawkeye that was good, at least for the first volume. You know, and it was like, oh, it was kind of interesting. So
Kind of interesting. High praise.
It was interesting.
Yes.
So the thing is, it's like, I'm glad to see that they realize that, oh, okay, he can be a character that has some level of gravitas, you know?
Yeah.
And they're actually doing it in the film. Especially because he wasn't included in
He wasn't there at all. Yeah.
If
we were Avengers, who
and
would
he
we
was
be?
hurt.
Daniel's easy.
Who would Daniel be for
I'm
you?
Beast.
You're
When
the
Beast was
Falcon.
in the Avengers.
You're the
That's-
Falcon.
Falcon? Okay. I can see that.
Can I knock over your
Okay.
drink? Like,
I feel like we've discussed
protected?
this
Do
for you
have this?
before. I say...
Obviously, Captain America.
See, you say that. I still say Tony Stark.
Captain America.
But...
Clearly Tony Stark.
Who would you
Fake.
be?
Clearly
Who
Tony
would I
Stark.
be? Yeah, who would I be? There aren't that many,
Scarlet Witch, bitch.
No.
That's it. That's what you'll be. What? You
Why would I be Scarlet Witch?
Because I can see you one day being very pissed at all of us and being, no more hashtag! And then everyone's gone. Like, that would be the thing. Where one day we push you so far.
explode.
But you're like,
The only
no,
unfortunate
you
part
say,
about the
no more
Avengers
hashtag,
and Marvel
everybody's
world,
gone.
there's not a lot of female
Exactly,
characters,
exactly.
actually.
It's like, oh,
Because
It's a lot harder.
you're not She-Hulk, and I'm telling you,
No, I'm
Scarlet
not She-Hulk.
Witch.
I'm not She-Hulk.
Scarlet
So
Witch
basically,
is it.
you really think I'm just someone that's gonna like explode and
No,
kill you all.
not explode, but you just show up and you're just like, you know, one day we're picking on you, you're just like, you know
Maria
what?
Hill?
No more hashtag. That's it.
Okay, I could be Maria Hill. I could be like a. Did you say Hank
Oh,
Pym?
maybe you'd be Jan.
Oh, Wasp?
Jan Van, or yeah,
Janet or
no,
Hope?
Hope.
Yes, Hope. Thank you. Done.
Hope.
I'll be Hope.
Hope.
Hope Van Dyne, Evangeline Lilly.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Scott
yeah.
Lang. That's
Scott Lang,
rude.
that's
No,
it.
Jezer definitely
That's
would be
rude.
Scott Lang.
Yes, Jezzer would be Scott. I
That
love
little-
it.
Easy
With that little
Scott
smirk.
Lang.
I love it. And he's already ant-sized. I'm sorry.
Best comment of the night.
You know what I
Best
want?
comment
I
of the
wanted
night.
a mini Jezer just right on the screen. That would look like he's on the table. That would have been great. That would have been great. Just like how I was there for Quest for Player 2. I want Jezer right here someday, and we're just talking about Ant-Man. And he's
Oh,
right
well,
there.
Toku Kid says you're Ant-Man.
I'm Ant-Man?
That's interesting.
Oh, yeah,
I
I
can
got
kinda
a
see
daughter.
that.
Yeah, I got a daughter, blah, 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 yada,
You
yada.
got a daughter,
I'm
that's
clearly
how you-
responsible. No, I mean, I've got a daughter, I'm irresponsible. And, yeah, I guess, okay.
All right.
I don't really take everything seriously, but I definitely do
Toku
at the
also
same
said
time.
I'd be Captain America, so there
Aw.
was so
Toku,
Black
why
Pink
are
said
you
I would be
pandering?
Spider-Woman.
Don't
Now,
pander.
is that Jessica Drew Spider-Woman or Gwen Stacy Spider-Woman?
Oh,
I hate
Jessica
Gwen
Drew.
Stacy.
I know
Jessica
you
Drew,
do.
because I can
And
see
yes,
you
Jessica
still.
Drew.
I can still see you kicking ass while pregnant.
Ah, thank you.
I can see it.
All right, so let's talk about Endgame a little bit more.
Okay, yes.
Oh, okay. Just keep on going.
Yeah, no, I mean it's the most anticipated. I would say honestly, it's the most anticipated movie of the year.
Yeah,
At least in
for
the geek
sure,
world?
for sure.
Well, I mean,
Everywhere?
just all
Yeah?
in general. I feel like in general.
Well, yeah, it's a super duper blockbuster. Yeah, you're right.
It's going to be a blockbuster, deep. But here's the real question, and this is going to be a carry-on because we can debate this on Box Office Showdown. Is
right.
that do you think there's more anticipation for Avengers Endgame, Star Wars Episode 9?
Avengers Endgame.
Really?
Yeah.
You said Star Wars what?
Episode 9?
What's it called? I don't.
You know, it is curious because nobody cares really. What
Yeah.
No one cares.
Yeah.
Even the people working at Disney are just like, so Marvel, we got that stuff coming out.
Yeah.
Right? They're like, what about Star Wars? Who? What?
Yeah. It's
Huh?
just like, it's because it's like
They're
two
like,
disappointments
no,
in a
guys,
row.
guys,
you know?
JJ's coming back.
Or two, like, highly contentious.
JJ's coming back. He's gonna save the. Yeah. Whatever. All right, that's cute. That's cute. So
What about
let's
Frozen
get this
2?
out. Who? What now?
Frozen 2?
I don't know.
Is there
gonna
really
watch
going to be a
I don't know
Frozen
what that
2?
is. I don't. Look,
know
let it
there's
go.
gonna be a Frozen
All right,
2, right?
just let it go. Just let it go.
Tatiana.
Okay.
I mean,
Just let
I've
it go.
heard this, but I just am so...
Yeah, I
Tatiana,
think the
just
same
let it
thing.
go.
Is there really a
Exactly,
Flash
let it go,
season
don't
5?
MP3. You know what?
I
Flash has
mean-
continuously been happening, so that's not the same thing.
Unfortunately, it has.
It has.
Sakata? What the? They're really pulling the bottom of the barrel there.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
that's why they brought back Reverse Flash. That's why they were like, let's just forget about Cicada.
Listen,
totally.
guys.
Cicada. Like why?
That's
He's a Sakata.
they're
What does
pulling
that mean?
whatever.
Yeah, I don't know why he said Cicada. Because he was like, he's so
Cicada,
rough that I'm not even going
weird
to say his name
sometimes.
right.
Potato,
I'm not
tomato,
even gonna-
tomato. It
yeah.
doesn't really matter.
Because no one's watching it.
Chris Klein hasn't been relevant since American Pie Part 2.
That reminds me of Jonathan Bennett,
Wow.
who the poor guy keeps
Wow.
being referred to as he looks sexy with his hair pushed back.
Who?
Exactly. Aaron Samuels from Mean Girls. Anytime anyone talks about him, they're like, he looks sexy with his hair pushed back. I was like,
And
he's
that's the
done
only comment they're
nothing
giving?
since Mean Girls. Exactly.
Wow. Just objectify him and that's
Yeah,
it. We just run
exactly.
with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, sometimes that's what you need to do.
Well, I'm
You're
really
not special.
excited about Flash season 17. But
A little bit more about Endgame.
Endgame, and let's be honest, Marvel's killing it on,
Yeah,
on the
they are.
movie side. But Aquaman did make a lot of money.
Yeah, Aquaman
Wait,
did.
Joe,
It
Joe,
passed the $1 billion mark.
Could you
Worldwide.
Could you give a safe spoiler concerning Endgame?
Didn't
You
I
are
just-
the
He gives
spoiler man.
several?
I know. I'm just asking for one more. You are the spoiler man. I mean, just
Black
one
Widow
more.
dies.
All right,
that was
let's
safe?
Take a big
But yeah,
drink here.
yeah,
Safe?
that was so safe.
But now she dies.
Vodka strong. Oh my! I
She
need
says,
to
I
forget
still
what he's
have, I
gonna
still
tell me.
have read in my ledger. Hawkeye's going to die,
Yeah.
and
Chug,
she
chug,
and
chug.
then she
Oh my god!
sacrifices herself and
Frozen
says, "I still have
2.
read in my ledger," and she ends up dying. Bam. There we go.
All right.
Frozen
Didn't hear
2.
it.
You a fan
Alcohol
of
was too
Frozen?
much.
No, I mean, not that I'm not like an anti-fan of Frozen. Frozen was good. I'm just,
Who's
know.
a better villain? Cold villain, Elsa or Captain Cold?
Better?
Yeah.
Or Killer Frost.
Frost.
Killer Frost is the worst. So, Captain Cold obviously is the most superior.
Yeah.
Killer Frost can't even face a villain without getting knocked out. Why are you making this?
Why are you making that face, man?
Wow.
Killer Frost got knocked
Wow.
out by a
Combined,
cold gun.
he's the Flash.
By
isn't
a
he?
cold
I'm a
gun.
toxic female. I just pretty much shame other
Damn, he
women.
called you a
Blah,
toxic
blah. I'm just saying. That's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like you are just completely just rearranging what it is to be feminist and just shitting on women. That's what it sounds like to me. Wow. Jeez. Ugh.
Oh my god, the hypocrisy. I can't
I'm
believe
just
myself.
lying
I
to you.
apologize to
I'm
women
just
everywhere.
lying. I don't know. No. But it's true. She can't do anything. She is literally like the animated Jean. She's like the animated Jean Grey. She is like the animated Jean Grey. She's like, freeze! She falls over. And it's horrible. It's horrible in every way.
It is horrible.
Every way. She just needs a guy to be like, Jean! That's it. And then it's like, it's the same show.
Hey, which X-Men would Daniel be?
Why are we still doing this?
Yeah, which X-Men would I be?
I think he'd be Morph.
No.
Morph. Well, no. If I'm Morph, then you know who's gonna be upset. Jess would be upset because Morph is very much like
Jim
like
Carrey.
Jim Carrey, and she's like, she'd hate me. For that.
But it doesn't matter. She's
Yeah,
not.
sure, very true. Exactly.
He'd be Morph.
She's, yeah.
And Frank Barry, I meant the useless one on the Flash TV show.
Which
In the
X-Men
comics,
would
she's
you be?
great.
Moira
Rogue.
McTaggart. Got it.
Because
No,
if
we
you
got
touch me,
and
I'll
Moira
kill you.
McTaggart. Oh my
Got
god!
it, Moira
Have you seen my
McTaggart.
list about who's the worst person to bring to Christmas? You don't want her to be Moira McTaggart.
Steady hands.
Yeah.
You're Moira McTaggart.
Okay.
Jezzer would easily be Wolverine.
Oh.
Daniel would be Cypher. Josh would
Forge.
be Forge.
Yep.
And I'm not sure about Shane.
What
I
is it,
think
Josh? I'm
Daniel
like,
would be
Forge.
Iceman.
I don't
Oh, because Iceman's gay. I get it. 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 I
Anyway.
definitely get it.
Are we ready to
Yeah, we're
head
ready to
on?
wrap it up.
Yeah.
Which I would obviously be Magneto.
Obviously.
That'd be Cyclops.
Obviously.
Joe Cyclops, guys.
That would be
Cyclops. All right.
Cyclops.
Cyclops is
I buy
right.
it. I buy it.
I can see him just standing there doing
Oh
this,
God!
and we're like,
yes.
"Hey, isn't that
next,
Wakanda?"
Next
He's like,
week
"Shut
we'll
up."
just continue these. We're just gonna be like, "What would you be in this?"
Which Smurf do you think?
Gene. I can see you do that.
Which Thundercat do you think you would be? We're gonna cut it right here
clearly
because
can't, bro. Clearly
because
can't,
he's a
bro.
clown. You're a clown. He's calling you a clown. Blackman called you a clown.
I'm a clown.
You just called your
Wow.
yourself
You
a
called
clown,
yourself
bro.
a clown. How's that feel?
How's that feel?
Yeah.
His
You
Iceman
like
is
that?
not gay. Well, they're both gay right
Wow,
now. I
your
hate to
Iceman's
break
not
it
gay.
to you.
Hey, yeah,
Actually,
what are you talking about?
both Icemen are gay right now. You know that, right?
Iceman's gay,
like,
guy.
Both Icemen are now completely gay. Like
The
not even
gayest.
half of like
gayest.
they suck a whole. They suck a whole. There's
nothing wrong with that, though.
No, of
Like-
course not. Of course not.
Iceman,
Yeah. Both Icemen are gay.
Hey, Iceman's gay.
Your
bro.
Iceman's not gay?
They
Wow.
are not gay.
Wow. That's like,
All right.
my president isn't Trump. P.S. He was elected, dumbass. So he is your president. Like, even though you hate him, yes. I'm just saying, you know?
It's true.
Trust me, I
but true.
understand.
My president is still Obama. In
Yeah,
my
yeah.
world,
My
in
world, but
In my
unfortunately,
battle world.
in my fake world, yes, he is. But in my real world, hey, you know, so yeah.
All right.
He really dislikes that
Bobby.
Iceman's gay.
Oh,
Really? Why?
I'm crying for you.
Wow. Black,
You
we
think-
got a
Playing
lot
the
to
world's
unpack
saddest
with you, dude.
violin. The
Yeah.
world's
Let me ask you.
whoa,
Wait.
whoa.
There's actually a really good conversation
There
that
you
we're
go.
gonna have for 2 minutes.
Oh God.
No, we'll talk
All
about
right.
it on Close Party too.
Why is there a problem with Iceman being gay?
No.
Is there a problem with Iceman being gay?
No, I don't think so. Is it progressive or is it just kind of running on a bit of, it's sensationalism? That's the question.
I think they did a good job of exploring, how his past interactions and life actually work. Exactly.
Yeah, add it up because it was like, okay, hey, this is the past me, and the past me happened to be gay. Wait a minute, but I'm not gay. How does this work out? It was like, okay, alternate worlds, blah blah. But when he spoke to the gay him, he was like, oh shoot, you are right. I am gay. And it was like, yeah, you were the whole time, bro.
Yeah.
Just be
I mean,
upset
there's
for
certain
something.
characters where I feel that, like, okay, it's more ingrained because of their character that they're not, like Scott.
Right.
He's not
That would
gay.
make no sense.
It doesn't make
that
any
would
sense.
no.
But
yeah,
North
But
exactly.
Star-
Iceman doesn't. I mean,
Right.
sure, he could be gay. Sure, Gambit could also be gay. Like that's
Gambit
another
is
one.
no.
He could
Gambit
be
is
a
clearly
pansexual
bi.
robot
Yeah,
fucker.
Gambit is
pansexual,
clearly.
pansexual.
Gambit goes like, hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
Can I put my in
Yeah.
any hole? I don't care.
Yeah.
He doesn't care what it is.
And that's the thing too,
Gambit.
like bisexuality also is like an easy one, not an easy one, but like you could make several characters bisexual without
100.
taking away.
Storm's
from,
another one.
Yeah,
This character.
this
I'm
there
just
you
saying.
that
I'm just
character.
saying. So it happens. It happens.
Yeah,
So I mean, yeah, that's the thing.
Well, next we're going to talk about superheroes and gays.
Wait,
Join
I
us
don't.
live.
No.
That's
No.
maybe.
Let's
Nope,
call
nope,
it-
nope.
let's
Maybe
call
we're not
it-
going to say that.
let's
no,
call
no,
it
no, I-
sexuality and
Sexuality
superheroism.
No,
There we go.
sexuality
Good
in
episode.
comics.
That's a good
Sexuality
episode.
That's what we'll
comics,
call
there
it.
you go.
Sexuality in comics.
Aggressive here.
Not
at
in
that
Joe's.
hashtag show.
Yeah, not in Joe's
Not
words. though.
Joe's.
Not in Joe's
Not
words.
Joe's.
Superheroes and the gays.
Okay.
What's wrong with that? That's a good
Joe,
topic.
Joe,
Anyway.
you are literally
Okay, I
good
think
topic.
I think we're
Can
ready
we
to
press the
close out.
problematic button and say goodnight?
Come tell us how
Yes.
much we've messed
Yes.
up.
Even
on
a
that
transgender
hashtag
Green Lantern,
show.com.
you know what I mean?
Hey, well, that's
Thank
that's
you.
possible.
Thank you.
That's
Guys,
possible.
we're going to talk about controversial issues in the superhero world.
Okay, there we go.
And
That's
we're going
it.
to talk about spoilers. So let me give you a few. No.
No, I got it.
Thank you so much for
away
joining
from
us on SNN.
Woo! Bravo.
We're gonna be
Twice tonight.
next week. We're going to talk about a lot of new things that are going to be coming up. Oh,
As we do every
I was
week.
going to say a Michael Scott there, then I held myself
You were
back.
gonna- yeah,
Because
okay.
I looked at Jezra, I was like, that's something Jezra would
That's
say.
what it is.
Not going to say that. But guys, thank you so much for joining us. That would be a good quest for player 2, the Blur says.
Right?
Superheroes and the gays.
Yeah. Blur actually just, it's not
I mean,
called
that's what he
superheroes in
said.
the
Okay,
game.
all right. That's not what he said. He
Well,
just said that.
He just said no.
He said
It's
that.
a
You
subject.
you
The
put
subject.
that
No,
in there.
no.
Okay.
Sexuality.
Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. We appreciate all of your love and support. Thank you for the super chats from you beautiful people. You can see us this weekend. I don't know if you can see me this weekend. You'll see
yeah,
Daniel
yeah.
this weekend, though.
Yeah, definitely.
And
I'll
you'll
be
see
here.
me next week on Gingerdale.
Ginger Day. How's that show?
It's being crazy right now.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
Aren't you still have red hair?
Well, no, he doesn't. He's also
Oh,
dead.
because
He's dead.
Yeah, but
Whoa.
he's not really dead. He's being reborn, okay? As a
Sounds
new
like
and
a
better
comic
Archie.
book. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Please hit that like, share, and subscribe button to stay up to date with everything trending.
In geek pop culture.